Hello, and you're seeing my big red camera dolly here that's just really a cushion. Hi, today I am not going to be on screen very much. I don't think. I I could be, but I just don't feel like it. Oh, super late and your audience is waiting. Marilena, do you have to be somewhere? Hi there. Wait a minute. Happy Sunday. Yeah. And we've got Denali, Gemini, and Marilena. Marilena. Get my candle ready for this one. Gonna be a good one. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. Today in there saying, well, seems like it's gonna be a good one. Seems like it is. Um, uh, what happened was it's just, hello, Skyfalls. I could not get in. It just wasn't letting me. It's just very slow. So I don't know. I hope you don't lose me or something. Maybe I'll turn the camera around for a minute and say hi. Then I'll turn it back around because we have lots to talk about. No, 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 no. That's not what we're looking for. Go back. Hey. Uh, okay, let me turn the camera on so I can do my little blurb that I have to do in the beginning of the show here. Hi. Well, yeah, I had a little trouble getting in. Apparently the internet is very slow, but anyway, hello. I'm Ocean Swagger, and this is Ocean's Deep Woo. Lucky you. You've made it. And so have I. And that little emblem in the corner there, I want you to give me your opinion. Is that a good symbol of our channel here? Because I've been looking to design a logo, and it kind of looks like a wave and it kind of looks like a 9, and I think that kind of looks like our channel. So, wow, I do look a lot better in better light. God, I can't get over that one day that I just looked dreadful in the light of my bedroom. It was horrible. My bedroom has crappy lighting. So, this is the Ocean's Deep Woo. And what do? We do the deepest woo. That's what we do. Yeah, every kind of paranormal, metaphysical, everything. We discuss it here. And a lot of times that makes us truthers. Sorry about your luck. But if you are an experiencer, you are going to feel at home here because most of us are experiencers. If you want to be an experiencer, that's another thing too. We might be able to help you with that. And if you think you might be an experiencer, but you weren't sure, we can help you with that too. Maybe you're just curious. Well, that's fine. Just be considerate of the experiencers because it's hard enough to be an experiencer and try and find somebody that you can actually tell. So be nice to each other. Okay. That's my only thing. Okay. And the other thing is, oh, looking great. They're saying, well, thank you. Yes, I think I am. It seems like I'm looking thinner too. I'm feeling thinner. I think I'm getting thinner. I don't have a scale, but my clothes are telling me I'm thinner. My face looks thin. Anyway, could be. Um, I have been taking care of myself as best as I can. And then when I lay down to sleep, I'll give you a little insider tip I've been saying to my angels and all of my helpers. It's like I expect to wake up more healed and thinner. Hello, James Oritz. How are you doing today? Yes. I look healthy. Well, good. I feel a lot healthier than I have in a long time. Okay, I got to do my little blurb about my disclaimer. We don't offer up any real life medical advice or anything like that. We're not allowed to do that. However, we can tell anecdotes, which is stories about what's happened to us and others. That's allowed. So the other thing is, this is just trips. It's easy for me to say. Tips, tricks, and hacks for playing the massively multiplayer total immersion virtual reality learning game matrix called Life on Earth. It has nothing to do with real life, which takes place outside the matrix. Okay, and with that being said, we can go on. Okay, so, and my lovely, lovely chatters are still all saying hello to each other, and I love you guys. You're so, you know what? I've been to chat rooms that are much colder than this. Almost nobody says anything to each other. You know, they're all aiming it either at the host or the they got their own, you know, axe to grind or something. I've been in, well, it sure is. I don't like them much. I really like the ones where everybody is nice to each other and where you treat each other like family. I really appreciate that. Because we are kind of a family here. We're a family of experiencers. Honestly, we have so much at our disposal, so much knowledge between all of us. I know that many of you have studied extensively the things that we discuss. Some of you, you have your different specialties. Some of you, it's energy medicine. Some of you, it's, you know, ETs. Some of you, it's Sasquatch. Whatever it is, I know that some of you have done, some of you, it's all those things. You have really looked into this stuff. So it's not like we have any, we actually have a wealth of knowledge in here. And everybody deserves to be honored for that. So let's see what we've got going here. It looks like my chat is stuck again. So if I miss something you're saying, it's not on purpose. It's just every now and then it stalls. Let's see if we got anything. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So anyway, what the heck is the Lionsgate? I did a show on it last time. It came around. Wasn't that knowledgeable about it, but a little bit, and then a little bit more as time goes on, I guess. Sirius will soon be rising over the over on the eastern side here of the sky. It starts really in July, but reaches its zenith on the 8th of August. And I was taught that Sirius rising was a time not considered to be necessarily a good time, by a lot of people. It was a time when wars would start and riots would start, which to a certain extent is true because it is dog days. Up here in the northern climate, it is the hottest days, usually hot and muggy. Yeah, understandable that skirmishes, wars, riots, etc. And I did see it played out on the streets of Kent. Tempers would flare a lot easier because of the heat, humidity, and just unending walls of heat. We're going to have that effect. But so there was, of course, another meaning to that was not told to me long ago, but it's also abundance. It is a time when everything's ripening and we end up with an abundance of food and abundance. So its other meaning is abundance and being aligned with Sirius. As you know, maybe you don't know, but if not, I should tell you then. Sirius, yeah, they are our allies. Sirius, for the most part, especially the ones around Sirius B, that's where the Lyrans and the dog people are, and they are definitely our friends and allies. And the Syrians, a lot of them, I guess, have blue skin, kind of blue, some of them periwinkle. But I got to ride in one of the Blue Race's ships last night. Yeah, it was last night. While we were remote viewing in Max's class, we looked into the Vatican being on fire, or the Rome being on fire, Rome burning. And somehow, and the thing was, who did it? What has this got to do with it? And exactly what's going on there. And I found myself up in a ship with some blue guys, and I'm like, very friendly blue guys, by the way. I'm like, oh, so what are you guys doing here? And oh, we're locating the targets. Oh, so there's targets. Oh, yes. This was mind speak, though. Once again, telepathy, not in words. So I'm like, well, cool. Here I am trying to remote view what happened, with Rome burning, and the blue guys have something to do with this. And I don't mean the musical blue guy group, okay? I mean the real blue guys that come from Sirius, I guess. And I said, from Sirius, because somebody in the chat reminded me, Sirius? Yes. I said, so you're from Sirius? Yeah, I got a yes on that. And it's like, oh, okay. And they seemed very nice, like I could hang with them. They were like real friendly and kind of smiled at me. And, they didn't look human, but they look very nice, like nice people. I mean, I don't think anybody'd be afraid of them here. I don't think any of you would be afraid of them, probably. I mean, we're kind of used to interesting people, right? Oh, yeah, Denali says she's got good friends over on Sirius B. Oh, I bet you do. Me too. I got relatives over there. Yeah, I think all of us do, frankly. If you ask me, I think a lot of our relatives come from Sirius. I hear that not everybody's bad in Orion either. Orion lines up with the Great Pyramid at this time on the 8th. And it's interesting because August being the 8th month, and then it's on the 8th. So we're going to have a very heavy 8 energy this year. And so I don't know if it's that way every year, but it's definitely 8. And 8 is also a as above, so below, an infinity symbol, and many other meanings. So 8, it's a big thing, 8. But 8 can also be results, good results from hard work. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, we've had a good, and I've already seen this, we've had a really good, hot, humid, and kind of rainy summer. And the crops are growing very, very well. We should have a lot of abundance. I just put up some raw vegan sauerkraut, which is very easy to make, by the way. If you ever want to know how to make that, I'll tell you. Actually, I could tell you right now. All you need is a clean jar. Honestly, this is all it really takes to make sauerkraut. In the in the end, it's all about salt, water, and a clean jar. You know, and then you just stuff it as full of your cabbage or whatever you're fermenting as full as possible. You put in a spoon of salt. I use pink Himalayan salt. And you close it and put it on a shelf and let it ferment. It will ferment itself. The salt water will keep nasty stuff out. So it's that easy. So I bought this big old, the place where the farmer I went to, they had huge, huge cabbage, and I bought the smallest one, and it was still huge. So I had to can some of it, and some of it's sitting up in the cupboard right now, canned. So fermenting there's nothing to it, really, guys. Food ferments itself. As long as the food is clean, the jar is clean, and you got the salt in there, it's going to take care of itself. You should be fine. We are on day 85 of no rain here. Oh, shoot, we need to send you some rain. Gosh, guys. Okay. Clouds. I'll do it right now before I forget. You guys, they need rain in Texas. Denali needs rain over her way. I'm not hearing an answer. Uh-oh. I promise I will try and get a hold of them. It's the first time I haven't heard an answer. Usually they say, hey, wait a minute. And it seems distant. Hi. Hello, sweeties. They need rain in Texas. Did you know? We can't because what? I don't understand. Ah, okay, we'll see what we can do. Angels, take care of that. Okay, what you're not hearing, they've been blocked. Somebody is trying to block them from sending you rain. I'm sorry. We're going to try and bust through that. Whatever it is, Denali, from your end too, you need to bust through. We need to bust through that. Whatever that is. Okay, angels, you know what to do. You got to bust through that. Whatever's blocking that. Yeah, because I thought I talked to you about it earlier, but you couldn't. You couldn't. It's the first time I've run into that. Jeez. I'm sorry. That's going to be a work in progress. Hello, Amber. How you doing? Oh, where are you, Amber? Yeah, some places are getting too much. Where are you, Amber? Um, yeah, yeah. Don't worry. We'll get you some rain. I'm sure we will. West Virginia. Yeah. Yeah, we've had plenty of rain here too. We haven't had any problem getting rain. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll bust through it. We'll get you some rain. Weird though. I haven't seen that before happen before. Or something's actively been blocking it. And I'm not getting that it's I don't even know if it's something malevolent or if it's just something that's happening. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that more. But it's weird. I'll tell you that much. Um, hey, Circle K made it in. Anyway, like I'm saying, Lionsgate, it's a time of great abundance. We've had um, bumper crops here. I mean, the cabbage, the other cabbages were like huge. I mean, they were huge. This big. The cantaloupes were volleyball sized, and I'm still trying to eat up cantaloupe. And they don't grow GMO stuff. So I know the crops must be doing good, and the sweet corn is out and it's very good right now. And the peaches are nice. They're ripe. They're ripening and they're pretty good. So everything's growing very well around here. We're certainly not going to have it if we are wise and do our canning and our fermenting. We'll be eating fine over the winter. There won't be any famine here. Um, Hope people are doing that. Oh, it rained so much down there that the garden rotted. Oh, guys, you need to kind of back off over around Amber's place. And you back off, it's too much. We had that here one year. It's too much rain over at Amber's place. You need to ship that over to Texas. Amber's got enough rain. Okay? I think I got a yes there. Oh, you want a grapefruit because you want a martini? Hmm. Yep, fermenting and canning. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay. Um, so we're going to have also, this is like a passage. A Lion's Gate is a gate. So we're moving into a new realm. Um, the energy's moving. Okay. It's like a portal opening. So, you know what? I got a bottle of margaritas too. Now you're making me think I ought to go get my margarita stuff. But well, maybe I'll wait. But now you got me thinking about margaritas. Anyway, martinis for everyone for margaritas. That's right. Clink. James Orth says he broke the no rain. They broke the no rain record 100+ days drought. Damn. All right, James needs rain. You guys, these places out west need rain. They need rain. I don't care who says no. You're going to tell me who says no, and then we'll have to kick their butts and give them some rain. If somebody is stopping it, we've got to do something like that. Denali. I better not put that up on the screen. If I put that on the screen, they're going to get it. They're going to take it the wrong way. We can totally both drink some Ritas and go live together. One. You studied all night for a drug test. You guys are really funny. I love our chat room. You guys are something else, man. Because okay, I'm gonna put it up there. What the hell? It's my show. This is what Denali thinks you should do. James and Denali, please take. Amber's like, take my rain, please. The road flooded, and they're calling for more rain. And we had that one year where it was like so dang wet. Okay, so anyway, the way we get ready for Lionsgate is once again, dream big. The advice is dream big. Um, it's a time when and with Leo, you know, the new moon was in Leo. Okay, that is a time for setting intentions. Okay, so it's a time to put some big intentions into the works. I mean, Leo thinks big, right? They also think they're big. They have a usually, um, many big ideas about themselves and others. Oh, I'll take a white Russian. But I'm not racist. I'll take a black Russian too if he's cute. Okay. Um, okay. Yeah, I can't have a Bloody Mary because of the nightshade content, but that's okay. I swear I haven't drank a reed yet. Amber says maybe I don't need one. Well, I think I will be having one at some point now that you've got me thinking about it, but maybe not right now. Maybe not this moment. Live streaming in booze. Well, it can work. I've done it before. I have. I've sat here and drank a margarita and talked to you before. But I might tend to get off track like I just have anyway. Here we are getting off track anyway. I don't know why I'm worried about it. Everybody seems to like it, getting off track. Maybe we like to take the scenic route. I don't know. We all like the scenic route, don't we? Okay. So basically that's the main scoop on Lionsgate. We're going to be directly in line with Sirius. And Sirius are our friends. This may mean that we may see more Syrian ships in the sky. This may mean we might get more messages from home. or friends. It may mean a lot of things. I would say keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. We may actually, and your third eye, we may actually end up having quite a lot of activity coming up. For some of us, I think that is true. In fact, it looks like some of us are going to get some contact. Maybe all of us are. Um, okay. Closer to the 8th, I'll update you. I want to say tomorrow, Paul has agreed to come back. Paul Christian, my friend, has agreed to come back and share some of the rabbit holes he's gone down. And you guys all got along so nicely the other day. I think I'm going to have him as a semi-regular feature on this show, and he's agreed to that. So we're probably going to have Paul on quite a bit with some of his insights, and so that should be fun. That's going to be something I'm adding to the show. And another bit that I'm adding to the show is another segment is going to be on remote viewing. So we're going to do a little bit of remote viewing every single show toward the end. So I'm going to come on, talk about whatever it is we're talking about that time, and then we're going to have some remote viewing. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm structuring this. We're going to see how this let's see how it goes, how people like it. But I think I want to save the remote viewing closer to the end. It'll give poor Todd a chance to realize that we're on, for one thing. Yeah, they're a mechanism. They were never. You know what? 100 pyramids in Egypt. Guess how many had bodies in them when they found? Not one. Not even one had a body. The bodies were all elsewhere. And they try to say tomb robbers. They found bodies elsewhere. It is a mechanism. It looks like a mechanism. There have been psychics walked in there and said, this is a machine, and I wouldn't want to be here when it's running. It does seem, for one thing, to pump water. Some of the lower levels of the Great Pyramid are flooded. All of these things we have been told once again. Lie, 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 lie. History is a lie. History is a lie. Everything we've been told is a lie, 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 lie. Yeah, pretty much everything they tell us. I don't believe a dang thing anymore. You know, I don't. I don't believe anything. Anything they're throwing at me, I am automatically, I sit here and go, okay, well, how would that benefit the rich and powerful if people thought that that was the truth? Who would that benefit? That's the first thing that comes into my mind. What's wrong with it? Okay. Okay. What's logically wrong with it? Then what's spiritually wrong with it? And who would benefit from having us think this? It's the first way that I think of everything now. It's suspicious as all get out. I admit it. I'm a suspicious type. I don't even think I believe in karma. Circle K. Well, they probably were that too. They probably had multiple purposes. Probably all buildings in the old world had multiple purposes. I think probably they did. Resonance chambers, that too. Yeah, some of them have very interesting resonance. And people swear that when you tone in some of them, it's very powerful because of the way they're built. So they could have multiple functions, which makes sense to me. We do that now. If we can get something to have more than one function, we generally try to do that. So why wouldn't they back in the day, right? And we did take a remote view back in the day. There were floating platforms when the pyramids were built. There were platforms floating in the sky. Okay, so now tell me again about how they weren't built by ETs. Okay, maybe they weren't built by ETs. Maybe these people lived here. Does that count? What counts as an ET? Do we count as an ET because we were planted here? And I do believe we were planted here. So, yeah, they probably served a lot of purposes. Why not? You're going to build something that big, that precise? Sure, make it serve more than one purpose. Yeah. So anyway, over the main pyramid comes Orion. And in alignment with us, with our sun, will be Sirius. So Sirius is like the second brightest sun in the sky, star in the sky next to our sun. So they're like a sister solar system in a way. And probably, like I said, probably a lot of us come from there. And maybe we originally came. There are blue people all through the Vedas, right? It really would not surprise me to find out that Sirius is might have been where we originated. Who knows? Let's see. Spaceship on it. Yeah. There were definitely floating platforms when we were there. And there were people who looked a lot like us, but not quite. Like, for instance, some of them had orange eyes. Didn't quite look like us. And Circle K says there a giant billboard that says WTF all throughout time. Uh, well, there are many structures like that. I mean, there are a lot of megalithic structures. The pyramids do not have the corner on that. They're not the only thing like that all over the place. There are people who specialize in megalithic structures, in going and checking out the megalithic structures. And you find them everywhere. So all around the earth they exist. Just like pyramids all around the earth. And yes, there are pyramids here in North America. They have not been brought forth yet and uncovered, but I swear there have got to be pyramids here. I feel it. There are pyramids here. We just haven't unburied them. It's like the one in Bosnia. Bosnia was covered, completely buried, and sheep were grazing on top of the Bosnian pyramid before they uncovered the Bosnian pyramid. I think it's like that here. A lot of mud flood over the pyramids. We just haven't found them here yet. So they're everywhere. And I swear there's got to be something like that in Ohio. And I even think I know where it'd be, Southern Ohio. I really think I might have seen one in Southern Ohio because it was such a weird looking hill. It was a four-sided hill and very regular and very flat sides. It looked like a pyramid of dirt, with grass over it. I bet you there's a pyramid down there. And that was a place where a woman I knew made metaphysical her metaphysical home and meeting place was down in Southern Ohio in Carrollton. So that would be down in Carrollton. I bet you down in Carrollton there's a pyramid under there somewhere. Because there is a ley line going through there that was very powerful. Every time I went down there, it was a very powerful ley line down through there. There's a pyramid on there, I bet you. I gotta look and see if it lines up with any of the hills down there in the mountain. So you're feeling hungry at 3:20. Well, if it was 4:20, you were just picking up on some pothead's munchies. But at 3:20 is different, I guess. I'm kidding. Ping, ping. Get your pink salt. You have a Carrollton too. Interesting. Well, that's cool. So yeah, somewhere down in Carrollton, there may be a pyramid. But I bet you there's one in Ohio because the Serpent Mounds are in Ohio. A lot of stuff is in Ohio. I mean, Ohio is just rife with weird stuff. There's got to be a pyramid here somewhere. Got to be a group of them here somewhere. Just buried. I bet you. Okay. Them potheads, you know. Uh, oh, what? Oh, you've got a dark, scary kitchen? I'm sorry. I might do that too. I might make myself some Blair's hot chocolate with mushrooms and functional mushrooms, not the kind that are still illegal, unfortunately. Darn. But the functional ones like cordyceps and lion's mane and reishi and that. If you've never tried it, you should. It's very good. And it has helped me quite a bit. Anyway, so talking about the Lions Gate, anybody got any thoughts or questions about this? And I think maybe we'll do something special on the 8th or around the 8th for Lionsgate, just to kind of honor our Syrian family. Ooh, cinnamon basil cookies, Denali. I want some. I want some. Actually, do you make good Toll House cookies? Because if so, I want some that are mostly chocolate chunk. I went by a bake sale, and I swear they had made Toll House cookies that were like 80% chocolate chunk. I want some more. I will pay. I will pay. Who makes good cookies? Who makes good Toll House cookies? I mean, that is the one thing I will go off my diet for. For some reason, I just had such a longing for them. Actually, I could have them if it was made with organic sugar and no refined wheat flour, but can't hardly do that. Yeah, cinnamon basil cookies do sound good. What? Picked up on shrooms. Make a mean cookie. It's an ant farm. Ah, okay. Yeah. That's the trick. It's got to be G-free. Ugh, there isn't really very much that's G-free, but I will like go out and I will make stuff with raw organic sugar and eat it sometimes. Like I'll make fresh whipped cream and eat it with my berries and stuff, with just a little bit of raw sugar, real sugar, organic. That doesn't seem to hurt me as long as I don't overdo it. Don't go crazy with it. But yeah, for the most part, I've been being a good girl, and I think I'm seeing it, and I think I am seeing the results. Um, Also, I made cake cookies for more than one of you. I may order cookies for more than one of you. Um, okay. If you don't know about functional shrooms, though, they're great. I drink coffee with functional shrooms in them, and they really are. They're not only delicious, it doesn't taste anything like mushrooms. Okay, it doesn't taste like mushrooms, first of all. It tastes like coffee. And they have a really good, it's instant coffee, but it's very good instant coffee. It's like, why don't we make instant coffee that tastes like that? The instant coffee with the mushrooms and it tastes really good. Our instant coffee over here in the States is like, I don't like it. But somehow, the instant coffee they have in with the mushrooms is really good. Well, riddle me that one, Batman. Sugarcane. Yeah, growing sugarcane. That would be cool. Ooh, thinking about pyramids, tripping balls and thinking about pyramid. That would be, well, that's a way to spend there. There's a hobby for an evening to take up an evening. Yes, absolutely. Um, it's an art form. You know what? When I first read that, it looked like it was an ant. I am picking up on you. I read that ant farm instead of art form. I'm like, come on. And Denali has been learning about caves. Yes, the caves are probably in our future. I'll just put it that way. The caves are in our future, probably. So we may have some. Okay, so we're still uh let me see. There was something else I wanted to discuss with you guys and maybe ask a few questions about. You're probably wondering what's going on. Let me get my pendulum just to be sure. Denali, you have a candle lit, sweetheart? Circle K caves, caves. Okay, this is a little rose quartz. This is a little rose quartz pendulum. Okay. Oh, beautiful Gemini. A beautiful clear blue sky with a little moon. Yes, it would be a crescent. Okay. I got actually three different stones, really cheap. It's like $8 or something. Three of these. And a rose quartz, a lapis, and a I can't remember what the third one was. One amethyst. About $8 off Amazon. But they drilled this one a little sideways. So are you ready to go? I mean, are you going to be able to? It's circling around. It's powering up. Okay. So my name is Stelladora. That's not going to answer. You're just not going to answer. Was it too stupid of a name? Let me see. How about this? I own a pet dog. It's saying no. Okay, that's good. The people know me as Mama D or Ocean. Okay, or Diane. Okay. Denali is a redhead. Says you're not a redhead, Denali. Is that true? I don't know. Oh, hi, Lewis. How you doing? I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Glad to hear that, Lewis. Yes. Oh, new moon has already been up, dear. Circle K. New moon was a couple nights ago. We're heading for full. But yeah, new moon. If we're still in the orb, you can still do your intention. Okay. Okay. So now the blue guys last night were Syrians. Syrian. Just to see. Oh, yeah, they were. Okay. Are you serious? Yes. Okay. Why so serious? Okay. You bought some felt at Michael's for making a voodoo doll, but Lewis, what are you thinking? Lewis plays the elevator game and wants to build a voodoo doll. Where have we gone wrong, this child? I'm kidding. Do as you will. Accept the consequences. Okay. So, is Lion's Gate going to be abundant and prosperous for us? Yes. Okay, looks like it is. Are we going to see some more people get indicted soon, like within the next month or so? Oh, yes. So, are there trials taking place that are not hitting the news? Yes. Rock. Okay, interesting. Dragons are real. Been getting a lot about dragons lately. Yes, it says dragons are real. There are good dragons who want to be our friends, who are actually our allies. Yes, there are. Okay, and will actually be hearing from them again. But there are also evil dragons. Yes, there certainly are. The ones that we've been warned about, yeah. Okay. Just checking. Yeah, recent intel. You know, love is a crazy thing, isn't it? I keep thinking, why does it torture people so? You know, I guess in China, it's considered to be like a curse to fall in love or something. It's like a curse. They think of it like that because it just gets your ass in trouble. And it actually usually does. They don't have this storybook idea of falling in love and being happily ever after. Their idea is you're miserable. Well, you are most. It usually is true. Hmm. So you're having problems with your mother, Lewis. Well, I can relate to that. Well, you need to spend a lot more time alone. I'm really sorry. You need to spend a lot more time alone until you can get a handle on it. And it's probably going to be you who has to change and then she'll change. But you have to get a grip on yourself to where it doesn't bother you. Because the only reason they do this stuff is because it gets a reaction. So, yeah, well, and Circle K says, for me, my roommate bought me ice cream. I like people who buy me ice cream, no yelling. Well, you're too busy eating. I think that's one reason that, the Amish, Pennsylvania Dutch, one of their things, one of their sayings is kissing wears out, cooking don't. Well, if you're busy eating good food, you're not going to have as much time to yell at each other. If the food is good, you're going to want to shut up and eat. Maybe that's a lesson for all of us. Yes. So, oh, thank you for reminding me of lemonade. Now is a good time to make ginger lemonade. Boy, it's good stuff. If you have never tried ginger lemonade, you should. You make your ginger tea as you normally would, and you make your lemonade as you normally would. I don't sweeten either of mine, and you combine them, and it's that simple. And boy, is it good. Ginger lemonade turns out to be really, really good. It's my favorite tea in the summer. Actually, it's my favorite tea all year. It's what I drink all the time. So, anyway, I think it's just about time to do some remote viewing. How do you feel about that? Because we've been on nearly an hour and we've said hello to each other and we've brought up the subject that I was going to bring up, which is Lionsgate. And I've told you a little bit about that. And as I find out more, we'll know more. So now, and Lewis, you know what? I know that I know that you're in MeWe and I know that you're in our group. Why don't you come into our group and let us take care of you over there? Let people help you over there. Yeah, you were telling me, Denali, that you planted ginger and it grew. My ginger didn't come up. I could have done it wrong, I guess. Well, it's the benefits of ginger. Ginger has many benefits, drinking it. So, and so does the lemon. So combined, it's particularly effective. Uh, yeah. Okay. Do you think we should start to do some remote viewing practice? Todd, you didn't make it in. Ah, dear. Okay. I'm going to mix the pictures up, and they're all pictures that I took. And then I picked some out at random, just randomly. So I'm not sure what they are of. I'm going to mix them up, and I'm going to label. Okay. Okay. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to say, I'm not sure, and I'm going to open a can of worms here. I'm not sure karma exists. Here's my reasoning, and you guys can discuss it. Tell me what you think. How many times have you ever seen karma work in this life? There are still people like Bill Gates around. Whoops, did I say a name? He still exists. Look, there are a lot of people still are around. And you'd think as long as karma has been around, that somebody be paying the price for this. Now you may say, well, it goes on between lives. You know what? This really makes me mad when I hear somebody going on about karma and how you must have been somebody mean in another life to have mean things happen to you this life. I don't believe that because you forget. Maybe if we remembered from life to life, we would be able to learn. But if we can't remember, and then some people say, well, evil doers, it's a part they're playing. And so there isn't any karma attached to that because it's just a part. Does that mean that I can become an evil bitch and not care? Because obviously, if I'm evil, it's a part I chose to play. I don't know. I don't think karma works. And frankly, I have heard from some sources that we're trying to come up with an alternative. Karma may not have been something that we ever had in the first place. It might have been something that somebody came up with. And now, because a bunch of people believe in it, we have it. But how many people don't ever seem to suffer the consequences? And I'm segueing into something. Oh, I had a Buddhist lama or two who said you can't erase karma. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. I'm not sure karma really exists. I'm really not. I'm not convinced. Okay, is everybody back yet? Denali's back, right? Okay. So, at some point I'm going to put forth my arguments as to if it does exist, why it shouldn't, and why we should have another. Because I have heard, actually, Teal Swan was one of them, who said the law of attraction doesn't work quite right either, the way people think. None of these things works the way people think. Law of attraction gives you more of what you are, not more of what you want. Therefore, if you're sad, it'll give you more sad. If you're happy, it'll give you more happy. If you're wealthy, it'll give you more wealthy. If you're poor, it'll give you more poor. If that's your vibration and attitude, it'll give you more of that. Wait a minute. How does anybody dig their way out? Law of attraction is jacked too. I wonder if these are not constructs. Because there's something jacked about them. I'm sorry. My intuition is saying something is jacked about both of these concepts. No matter how much people lean on them, something is jacked. Maybe in the inverted matrix this is all true, but it's not going to be in the real matrix. It's not going to be in the non-inverted matrix. I have a feeling these things are going to go because they don't really work that well. They don't do the job they're supposed to do. And when something doesn't do the job it's supposed to do, we need to replace it. So I think it's going to be replaced. I don't know what form this is going to be, but I think it's going to be replaced. Because really, people are not learning fast enough. They really aren't. Oh, David Castle made it in. Hello, greetings and favor to you and to everybody. David Castle. Yes. Okay, now we can really get started. So, really, like I said, what are we gaining if we can't remember our lessons? Oh, maybe our soul remembers in between lives. I don't know. It just something sketch. To me, I just realized at one point it seems very sketch to me. And a lot of these things that everybody tells you, there's sketchy things about them. I think Teal's right, though. There's something wrong with that. It's like, if people can't figure it out, if it's not intuitive, it's not good. We need to figure out something that people can, we need to give people a tool that they can actually really use to advance themselves. That's my thinking. We could do better. Downloaded the Bad Boys song last night, Mustafa. Okay. Okay. What? You've been getting hacked all weekend, David Castle. Holy cow, how did that work? Okay, and Luz Ta says Jesse Lee Peterson teaches that we are not our thoughts. Well, we're not our body either. What the are we then? Right? No, we're beings. We're beings. We be just to be, I think. And we are beings, we be. And we be all the time. And beings don't die. Not really. There isn't any death the way that people think of it. You will last forever. Just remember that. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why we have these physical lives. Maybe we get bored. I mean, forever's a long time. Circle K says they stone you, then they say good luck. Gook luck? Good luck. Wow, you're a worse typo than I am. You're a bigger typo queen than me, child. Gook luck. Kind of like gook luck. That's kind of cool. Gook luck. That's right. We are beings, not doings. In a human body. Most of us human. I'm kind of extending that human thing because finding out that the Sasquatch are closely related to us, you know, which I suspected. What does that say about humans? I mean, finding that some of these, that Roger turns in some of the DNA found in some of these stones that were biology. Because I guess most of the stones you find out there were biology at one point. Maybe all of them were actually biology at one point. That is to say, they were a living thing at some point. So he's found human DNA in some of these giants. So they're human too. There's some kind of human. What does that mean? Wow. So, yeah, it's like we're living on corpses. We are. And Roger, Mud Fossil University, Roger says he found a place in the Bible where Jesus was saying, the one that they call Jesus. But, and we know that was not his name, because there was no J in their language. But, just for one. But he says there come a time when you'll look out and you'll look at the world and you'll see a corpse. And Roger says he thinks he's hit that point. You're gonna look out and we looking out the window, we see the remains of corpses all over the place, turned to stone, fossilized. So all that's out there, all that the plants are living on, the plants live on the rocks and the soil and everything and break them apart and eat them. We're so tasty. Everything we make is tasty to a plant, I guess. You know, plants find us very, very tasty, and they're kind enough to usually wait until we drop dead, till our till we are out of our bodies most of the time. I guess some funguses don't want to wait. Oh, something about the Milky Way soul tribe, and you were having some problems with. I'm not going to go into, but oh God, David, you know what? I'm glad we don't do that here. You know, F it. I mean, somebody is causing some trouble. It's like they're sick. Something's wrong with them. We should neither hate them nor assist them to be sick. Okay. But really, people, you need to get along, you know? Learn to get along. You're going to have to do it. I hate to tell you, but there's a lot of very different personalities out there in the universe. If you can't even get if you can't even get along with the person next door, you're going to have a hard road, right? But mostly, I don't care about that stuff. If I have, yeah, but sometimes you can feel very betrayed, like you go into a chat room, you go in and nobody says hello to you. It's like after people have been friendly, if people act weird or something, I could see that. I don't remember that happening to me, but I know that I have gone into some chat rooms that are pretty cold to each other. That doesn't feel good. But I've had other people come up and say, yeah, that there's this contingent of people that somebody turned against me and so on and so forth. And time to leave for a while. Just say I've had it. It's like I had to do that in real life. I had somebody giving me that kind of treatment in real life. Yeah, how high frequency can they be? You know what? That happened to me in a spiritualist church. Stuff like that. How spiritual are you really? How psychic are you? And there was this one psychic at the one spiritualist church here in Kent, and she was mean. She really was. She'd say mean stuff. And sometimes I would very openly disagree with her and say, I don't believe that. That, I don't think so. And she said, are you disagreeing with the psychic? And what I felt like saying was, no, I'm disagreeing with you. I'm the psychic. That's what I felt like saying, but I didn't say it because, I didn't want to start anything in the middle of a church. But seriously, these people, they couldn't tell. They really did not have discernment. They just had no discernment. How can you be all that spiritual? How can you be getting messages from spirit and have absolutely no freaking discernment at all? Because they apparently let some people into their church and they ripped them off for everything they had. How do you do that? And more than once. Wouldn't your guides tell you that something's wrong here? And then they got suspicious of everybody. And of all kinds of they just were suspicious. And it was really funny who some of these people trust and who they don't trust. It's almost like it's backwards. It's really weird to watch. Bless your little pea picking. Now he says, I would have said in the sweetest country accent, oh honey, bless your little pea picking heart. And smell like her. Like she was a mouth breather. Exactly. Mm. Yeah, fake, false light shit. Yeah, so much of it. I'm sorry, but there was. And there was another person who was actually not a bad person, but would not believe me when I said, you're going to have trouble with those people. You're going to have trouble. She let them stay in her house while she went away to another continent for a long time. And I said, you're going to have trouble getting them out. Oh, no, they're fine. He is awesome. She's a foreign. She comes from Southern America. Oh, they are awesome. He is awesome. Awesome cook. Well, he's a good cook. I mean, you can peel her through the stomach. But I said, you're going to have trouble getting him out of there. Guess what? When she comes home, they called the police and tried to have her thrown out of her own house. Meanwhile, she went down to the police station and made a report, to her credit. It was a big mess, but I guess she found out. Then she came back to me and she said, you were right. I said, well, sometimes it feels good, sometimes it don't feel so good. But now you know. Whew. Yeah. Yep. A lot of them have no discernment. But some of us just, we want to think the best before we think the worst, right? We don't want to put out negative vibes, so to speak. But truly, Pardon me, it's just driving me crazy. I was eating corn lately and I had a little corn skin in my tooth. But that's a hard lesson. Having the whole church ripped off was a hard lesson. These people still didn't get it. Although the lady I talked about, she got it because what I said to her was the problem is most people have to rely on people like me who can see, who are psychics. And I even miss stuff because I'm distracted. If I'm distracted, I can miss things. If my emotions are in it, I can miss things. But I said the big thing is people need to be able to see for themselves and not enough of them can. They have to rely on somebody like me. And when you have to rely on somebody else, then you have another step you got to go through. You got to figure out who you can rely on to tell you who's a seer. It's just really hard. So more people need to be able to see for themselves. Then we'd be okay. So you know what she did? She decided to go down and take ayahuasca. When she returned from her ayahuasca experience, she looked at me and she said, you know, I looked at you while you were meditating. You look exactly like an angel. And now I know. I'm like, it took her that long. But now she can see for herself. This is the important thing. People have been deceived because they can't see for themselves. Some people have a gut feeling. Really, trust. I mean, a lot of times you should trust your gut. Your gut will be more honest with you than a lot of organs. I mean, your brain will want it to be logical. Your heart will want to make it emotional, but your gut seems to be far more practical in a lot of ways. Yeah, I hear that ayahuasca will certainly clear out your third eye. Yep. Hello, Pam. I am. So people get some pretty hard lessons. Are we ready for remote viewing? It seems like a lot of people here. It's kind of hoping Strange Land would show up. Yeah, ayahuasca will sure. That and stay away from chlorinated water and stay away from pesticides and glyphosate. You know what? I'm sure that all of this stuff is prematurely aging us and damping down our third eye, not just the fluoride. I mean, if you're being poisoned in other ways, it's got to have an effect too. Everything works together. Think holistically. It's probably what it's all for, is so that we are blind, deaf, and dumb and can't tell what's going on with us. Okay? Can't tell what's really going on. That's the whole idea. Or maybe see the opposite of what we're supposed to. Okay, are we all ready for the first target? The first target. Since we already had a target destination, we've had our first target destination. This one will be A2. A2, Brute. A2. Okay, please put your answers in all caps. You can close your eyes and wait for the answer, or you can write it down 3 times, the designation, and then put some kind of little mark beside it, or you can do whatever you think, but don't try too hard. Whatever you think you need to do to get this. But usually your first impression is the right one, a lot of times. So don't sweat it, just have fun with it. And so we'll talk about stuff while we're waiting for this, and I will give you 5 minutes to come up with what this first picture is, and I don't even know what it is. Okay, So we're totally doing this double blind. I don't know which picture it's under here. Okay. Hey, Ken, we're playing remote viewing practice. Oh, DMT is kind of awesome. I believe that. Yep. Ah, Ken is a lurker. He's a lurker. We have a lurker. Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm waiting for them to okay mushrooms for psychological issues because they're beginning to study them now. This is new, right? So maybe they'll figure out, yeah, uh, hallucinogens really can help. That's why they originally were studying LSD was as an antipsychotic. But here's the question. What if it really is an antipsychotic? What if a hallucinogen can show you reality? What if this reality that we're in is psychotic? What then? Huh? What if our reality that we've been swimming in for a long time is a psychosis? Like maybe an inverted matrix. Then maybe these things are antipsychotic. Maybe you are seeing reality. Dare I say, the body does actually make some of these natural. What if those functions were not stunted? What if they were turned up a little more? What abilities might we have? Would we be able to see through the psychosis? Would we become well? And what would well be? What would that be like? Okay, so we're remote viewing. A2, A2 Brute. I don't see any responses yet. Oh yeah, I tried salvia. That was very interesting. Salvia was interesting. I was in a foreign place, a very foreign place. I'll have to tell you, remind me sometime to talk about salvia. I tried to grow it, but people killed it. They were kind of not very bright people. Ah, your pup is feeling better. I'm glad to hear that. Ken took her to a chiropractor, of course. I've heard that more than once. I've heard of people found who had their vet tell them something about what their kid had. Well, I'm not a person doctor, but if an animal came in with that, it would be XYZ. And the person's like, yeah. So they get them treated for that. They start treating them that way. Sure enough, it was XYZ, just like the vet. Why would the vet know that before a regular doctor? Is because they're used to dealing with patients that can't talk. They have to be able to look at the symptoms and look at the signs, right? So, yeah. And chiropractors, they're used to thinking outside the box. So, yeah, I believe that. Salvia was so short, though. That's the only thing. I barely got to see. I barely got to see what I was going to see, but it was so real. It was so real. I definitely was not on Earth. And I definitely was not in my body. I was actually in somebody else's body. I was looking out of other person's eyes and talking as another person. I wasn't me. I think it was another one of me. I think there are a few of me running around, possibly quite a few, leading different lives at the same time. Well, that's a way to get through your karma quickly, I guess. Get through your soul development very quickly. Okay, so you were halfway on Earth. I got rolled into the machine. Funny, Denali. Okay, is anybody gonna try and get? Maybe I am mistaken. We're not doing remote viewing. You don't want to do any remote viewing. Okay, I guess we're not doing remote viewing tonight then. It's okay with me. I'll just save these for next time. Okay. Anybody else want to play? I'm really glad that your doggy is better, and I know that's so important. They're our family. Okay, I feel like outdoors. Denali says, got rocks in a middle shaped like a rail. It felt like it was outdoors. Okay. And oh, Annie still has lung cancer, but well, you know what, Rotman, you can fix that too. You can heal that. Circle K, are you still here? Oh, lovely people dropped in. Well, they can play too if they want. We're on A2. We're on image A2. We're remote viewing images right now. We're remote viewing images. A2, A2. It wouldn't work in bingo. There is no A in bingo. Well, I certainly have no problem with that. Angels, go hook up Ken's puppy dogs. They need some help. Can't let your angel wings grow dusty. Ken's pups need some help. Okay. Okay. A2 is the designation for the image that we're remote viewing. And some things you can do to help you remote view it is write down A2 on a piece of paper to get your mind going in that direction. Some people write it down 3 times and then maybe put a little mark by it to to hone in on it. Some people, it's just for me, a lot of times I'll see a grid work first and then I'll see the thing. It's kind of weird. I don't know why. Maybe I am literally seeing the grid. I don't know. But I've been hitting it a lot lately. So we're looking mostly for shapes and colors. If you don't hit the exact object, it's not a big deal. We're looking for you in an image to be able to see the shapes and the colors and stuff. Maybe even some of the meaning. Maybe there even would be a song attached to it. Maybe there would be a feeling or a smell. That's interesting. I just looked at the picture. Okay. Oh, the rain's gonna come. I love cockatoos. I would probably have a fine time there playing with the cockatoos. Okay. Water, rainbow, rocks. I just looked at the picture. You're gonna laugh. You can kind of see the water. Are you getting water from that? A2, giant book. A2. A2? Yes, we're remote viewing right now. We can keep talking, of course, like we always do in Max Vision, but yeah, we're remote viewing right now. Interesting. What you're coming up with. Interesting imagery. I'm just double checking. No, well. All's well that ends well. I think I know what you're seeing. Okay, this is A2. A2. And you got 2 more minutes to take a look at this before I show you. I think I know why some of you are seeing what you're seeing. Now that I'm looking at it. Mm-hmm. Todd, you made it. You made it in time. We're on A2. I was trying to just vamp until you came in. I was trying to just leave it till the end so you might see us in time. You've got a minute to take a look at A2. Image A2. Hi, Todd. Interesting. A2. Okay, time is up. I'm going to show you. Can you see this? Is it coming in clear? It is. Has a lot of shapes in there. Okay, I don't know if you're really seeing it that good or what. As a matter of fact, I think I'm about to turn the camera around. Hang on. So that you can actually see stuff and I can aim better. Hang on. I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay. Now, maybe get more light on it. This is what it is. It is a picture from Labyrinth. It's actually a composite picture that I did. David Bowie playing Jareth from Labyrinth, and there are lots of shapes in there. There's helmet, bubbles, orbs, something that looks like a pipe, something that looks kind of like water in the background, a guy standing, could be on a road. So, take a look at this. How did you do? Hairy legs. Okay. Right. I wanted to give you as many opportunities as you could to pick up shapes and whatever. Shapes and colors. And so, here you go. That was image A2. How'd you do? Yep. You got something that looks like a middle railing there. I got a guy standing, maybe on, I don't know where he was standing when they took this picture. Probably not on a road, but it would kind of maybe look like a road. I don't know. But you got a guy standing, and you got kind of a watery looking stuff back there. So there you go. That is A2. Not bad. Okay. Not that bad. You didn't do that bad, really. Well, yeah, I wanted to give you a chance to, like, where most of the stuff you would say would be, I wanted to help you here. Most things you'd come up with would be true. Felt like outdoors. Got rocks in a middle shape like a rail, you know. Yeah. Okay, well, you didn't do that bad, really. You guys didn't do that bad. Okay, the next one. And I know what this one is. I gotta take a peek. Yes, okay. Interesting. Okay. So, and by the way, these are all for sale. If you like any of these, I just did that. I like to do photo manipulation. So the next one is not photo manipulated, and it's not my photo that I took myself, but it is a cool photo that I've always liked. So I had a print made of it, and we're going to call that one A3. Yeah. David and his magic pants. They called those the magic pants. Those are actually ballet pants. If you went to a ballet where men were in the ballet, they would be wearing that kind of pants. Those are ballet pants. And now you know why some of us like ballet. Thank you. This next one is funny. I will give you that, only that, as a clue. And like I said, I didn't take this one, but I thought it was cute. I thought it was funny, so I had to have it made into a print, and we will give you until we'll give you a 5 minutes so you can just keep talking to each other. Magic Lance in his magic pants. Ah, 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 yeah. And remember that little character, I forget what the character's name was. He was some kind of little gnome type looking character, was played by a female midget. Consider what her viewpoint was all during her interactions. I don't know, man. Sounds to me like a kind of a primo job. Whee! Yeah. So yeah. Only David could, wearing this in a movie, he could get by with it being a kid's movie somehow. How did he do that? And they remember they decide to dress him like this. This wasn't his movie. I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, I think so, Strangeland. I think you're right about that. And they decided this was, but it was, I think it was, well, like I said, if you ever saw ballet, you saw those kind of pants on somebody. It just so happens that David fills them out in a special way. In a very special way. Okay. So if you ever saw the Nutcracker Suite, now that just opens up, there's another can of worms. Yes, the Nutcracker Suite. I don't even want it. Let the jokes commence. It was a popular ballet around the holidays when I stopped to think of, yep. That's hilarious. I'm not even gonna go there. But I went there anyway. Yep, I went there in my head. Sure I did. Now you get to see my cluttered desk. See, there's my cluttered desk. There's my cluttered table. Not really that cluttered, I guess. It mostly has my working tools upon it. My pendulum, my scissors, my lighter, a pen, my cards. I guess it's just what needs to be here. A3, because we're all stuck on A2. I gotta turn it over. A3. 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 Because we're all too busy laughing about A2. A2, David? Okay. A3. I know. Now I've given you a, maybe that was the wrong one to start with. Oh, oh my God. Worms. A, B. So, B, A. This is A3B. Image A3. Okay. And Pam is first in and says pyramid are a large rock formation. Not a large rack formation, a large rock formation. Right? A. Free. Oh, cute lion. Okay. That's cute. Yeah, that's creative. Very creative. And interesting. I'm going to be just like John has to be, because most he ever says until we show it is interesting, and I love your imagery. That's great imagery. A round ornament on a string chain or glasses. Okay, says Denali. And Gemini Moon says like a cartoon lion. Round ornament on a string chain or glasses. Interesting. I guess I can kind of, yeah. Yeah. I can't say. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to do this right. And the image is A3. We've got another minute or so. Doorway or a sideways tornado arm wrapping a handle. Wow, I love that imagery. That's something else. I now I'm going to have to do some photo manipulation to do that. Do circles like a chain or something. Okay. B. Freeman says a doorway or sideways tornado arm grabbing a handle. And Denali says circles like a chain or something. I hope you're not getting that from my tablecloth here. My pretty tablecloth. I kind of, because that definitely has circles. The tire swing sort of looks like a large H. Something looks like a large H. Okay. Closed eyes and saw a window frame around me. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, you've got, I'm going to give you another minute or so. So, like a tire swing. That's interesting. Comical. Yes. Comical. She got the word comical. Yeah. Yes, that may fit. Yes, I can kind of see that. Cheese, got it. Cheese, got it. That's interesting. Got cheese? Up, you guys are starting with the food again, and you know I'm on a diet. I'm intermittent fasting. But fasting was too fast. I had to slow a little bit. But then I got fast again once I fasted. I got fast and then a hat. Okay. You've got, okay, time is up. I'm going to show you. You ready? Get your last responses in. you haven't got a response in, now's the time. I'm going to give you one more chance here. One chance. Get your last. Okay, here it is. It is indeed comical. A lion? Kind of. Cartoonish? Sort of. I think Gemini wins this one. Kind of is a cartoonish lion if you think about it. It is a kitty in a box. Window? Yeah, kind of does look like a window. H? I can kind of see that. And see where you might get that. Horizontal pillar, perhaps. Yeah, I can kind of see, but this is it. Yep. So, this is, like I said, not my picture that I took, but it was cute. And so I just had to have it. And obviously, it is a lion, as you can see. Or wait, it's a cat. But it is lion colors. And probably in the kitty's heart, it's a lion. Right. Yeah, it looks like a horizontal pillar. Looks like it could be. Kind of looks like it. You can see there's some things in there. There's a couple of different, you know. Okay, that is an adorable picture. It is. It is the cutest darn picture, really. Okay. Now, A4. Four. Everybody duck on the golf course. A4. A4. Yeah, super happy cat. Now that cat was a fluid cat. Cats are fluid. Cat was sitting on your shoulder when you saw the window frame. Kind of does look like a window frame. Kind of think kind of got it that way. I think some of you kind of got that. I think Gemini wins though. The adorable lion, the cute lion, and Denali for yeah, kind of got the funny part. Super happy kitty. Yeah, that is a very happy kitty. Fits perfectly in the box. Obviously, the box was made for that cat, right? The other thing I think is so cool is when cats get like, there's this one video that goes around where the cat is, where the cat gets into one of those round fish bowls, one of those spherical fish bowls, gets in and just looks out, and all the tail is all that's floofing out. It's really pretty. It's really picturesque. I think I'd take a picture and blow it up and make a poster of that. People would probably buy it. But yeah, it's a floofy kitty that manages to get itself into this tiny spherical fishbowl and stare out at you with just its tail sticking up. It was funny. Cats are funny creatures. Certainly keep me entertained. I'm glad I have a cat. I mean, really, all during the C word crisis, all that. God, thank God I had a kitty. Thank God I had a kitty. Somebody to touch and love, and somebody to purr in my ear. Somebody who can't get to see. Yeah. Where is my little knucklehead? He's sleeping. He's been sleeping his head off. This hot weather, he's been sleeping a lot under the bed. It must be very cool there. And sometimes he sleeps. When I first came in, he was sleeping in front of the fan here. Now he's wearing the equivalent of a parka. at all times. So I swear I get like a bucket of fur off of him a day. Seems like. When it's compressed, it's not so much, but I mean when it's all floofed up, it's like a wastebasket full, a small wastebasket full of hair he leaves behind. And he doesn't mean to get fur all over everything, but he'll like turn any item white in no time. I guess I just might as well get a white wardrobe and then quit worrying about it, right? Because I sure can't wear black worth a darn anymore. My chat's froze again. Is anybody replying? Is anybody guessing A4 at all? Is anybody trying to guess A4? A white cylinder shape. Interesting. A white cylinder shape. Now I gotta look. I was wondering, or were you wondering? Cool colors. Guessing. I'll just go ahead and guess. Why not? We're just playing a game here. We're not getting prizes or anything, although I'm thinking maybe we should offer a prize. A4. A4. I did not photograph this. I did create it with an art app. That is your hint. And it is A4. Okay. Chairs or a couch or interior. That's interesting. I'm keeping an eye on the time here and my battery life. Okay. Yes, I created this picture with an art app. And usually Max does not give clues. I mean, John doesn't give clues over on Max Vision, but that's okay. And then we just talk in the meantime. Night. That's interesting. And really, even if you just get the shapes right, you're doing really well. Or just get the colors right, you're doing really well. Because some people don't get that. But you will gradually, with practice, you will be able to get. Colors can be hard to get, and they can be very deceptive. I mean, but of course, last night I was on fire. No, I was getting quite a bit of it right. I was seeing pretty well. And you see better at some times than others. The word farling. That's interesting. Farling. I am feeling it is your screen picture or the enhanced trees. It is not. I will tell you that much. It is not the enhanced trees that you see as my screen picture. I lost you for a while. You lost me? 3 green things. Yeah, not everybody sees colors. Colors can be difficult sometimes. Okay. Got 1 more minute. Then I'm going to call it. I'm going to show you. So get your last responses in. And really, don't overthink it. just blurt out whatever the first thing is in your mind. And it does sometimes help to actually write down A4. You did? Shoot. Lost me for a while? Ah. Oh, I lost you for a while. Well, that is the answer. Oh, oh, interesting. That's bizarre. I, sorry, I did not recognize that. I did not recognize that response. Electric gremlins? Oh, well, don't feed them after midnight. And don't let them get wet. I guess electric gremlins might even be worse. Okay. Get your last responses in about A4. A? Oh, okay. That's why you had to ask. I see, Gemini. I see. And B. Freeman, is electric gremlins your answer? Your guess about A4? And okay. Okay, I'm about to show it. Last responses. You want some fun, badmouth AI in chat? Yep, fun. Lots of fun. And here it is. And let me get it turned the right way. And this is a picture done with an app called Silk. And Denali, at night, yeah, I guess you would perceive it as night. It's black. And it is a dragon, kind of lion-y dragon. You know, they used to say it kind of has a head of a lion, a dragon. It's in kind of lion-y colors. But anyway, this is, and we were looking for shapes and colors and whatever, but you see any of the shapes that you saw in here. It has many interesting shapes in it. I'm going to let you see. There's the face of the dragon right there. And here's its tail, body. Here's the other wing. Okay. And there's a lot of shapes in there. There. And there's some, looks kind of white. It's actually kind of cream colored yellow. There's some whitish stuff in there. Okay. And that is A4. A5. Oh, okay. A5 is next. Sobering up. Oh, no. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, it is kind of a cool picture. It's kind of draconic, kind of liony. If you ever try to draw with Silk, the application, you'll find out that was not that easy to draw. There is definitely a learning curve for drawing with Silk, the Silk application. Okay. The next one, it's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. A5. 5. A5. 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 Thank you. A5. Hello, Mr. Miser. Is it Miser? Miser? Mizia. Mizia. How you doing, Micah? We are doing remote viewing. And we are on A5 image. A5. A5. If anybody gets bingo, I'm going to be suspicious because there is no A in bingo. A5. I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, I hope everything's going well. Mountain in Montana, A5. Okay, a mountain in Montana, A5. I will say, I will give you but one hint. This is derived from a photograph I took myself. And that is the only hint I will give you. A5. A? I'm not even Canadian. A5. Okay. And we haven't gotten to the destination yet. This is just a photograph. A photograph. Okay, I'll give you hint two. I did some tweaking. And it's kind of interesting. Pipes or tubes. Okay, pipes or tubes. Yeah, I can kind of see that. A, I do a good Canadian A. Ah, what do you think that's all about? Yeah, I could fake a Canadian A. As long as I get a boot into a sentence somewhere, they'll know I'm Canadian. So I always know they're Canadian. If I hear them say, "What's that about?" I know you're Canadian. Eh, okay. I want to hear some responses on A5. A. We're going to make this A joke a long time because I'm going to have several A's before I go to B. And then I'll switch back to A. I'll get you. And then we'll tease B Freeman about the bees. The bees! Oh, there he is. Oh, look who showed up. Look who finally showed up. Mr. Important. That is not the side of you that your adoring fans want to see. They want to see the other end. Okay? Oh, okay. Meow. They want to see you be cute. There you go. That's it. That's it. Say hello to your adoring fans. Your adoring fans. They want to see. You want to see that beautiful face, that 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 wonderful profile, that silhouette. Yeah. And when they say that a Manx cat body shape is round, they are not kidding. He is so round. Even now that he's lost a whole bunch of weight, his body shape is very, very round. When he lies on the bed, he's still very round. And he curls up and he is a round little butterball still. So, cat butt. What? Cat butt. Yeah, it's Cowboy. He's an old cow cat. Nothing wrong with that. Well, he came out and he was cute and he stretched. You know, I'm going to have to pay him extra for all that. That was a lot of work. I mean, you know, he's a world-class champion lounger. Okay, get your responses in. Get your responses in. There's so much at stake. I'm going to have to come up with some kind of a goodie that you get. I'll tell you what. I will. I'll come up with a goodie. What you get if you get a right response. What's this? We'll make it a game. You get a response that fits. I don't want to make it too much of a competition. But I give you some motivation. Yeah, let me see if I have this with me here. Okay, I can do it. Guess what? If you get something that kind of fits, no matter how remotely it fits, you get a free pull of the animal card, the animal spirit card deck. How's that? Fair enough. So you get a reward. So, responses. A5. And you got another few seconds. Okay. Remember, you get a free pool of the animal spirit cards. Okay, now, about to show it to you. Get your last response in. And it is, now this is weird. And I will admit, this is weird. You guessed this earlier, Gemini. But it wasn't the one that was the current one, but it was in the pile. This is another version of what you see on the screen. Is this weird? Lots of color. There is lots of colors in there. Hey Drake, how you doing? Sunset over some trees with flying things. I think there are a couple birds up in the tree. Okay. Jim. Okay. Yep, that's weird. It wasn't a card we were looking at the time, but it was in there. Sun setting at Jim got it this time. Shoreline, I can kind of see where it would look like a short look. With that kind of a gold color back there, that would kind of look like a shoreline with, and the blue maybe kind of gave you the idea of the ocean behind it. I could kind of see that too. I could see that too. Mountain in Montana, not so much, but there might be some shapes in there that might give you an impression of a mountain. Okay. So we got two winners so far. We got Gemini and I can totally see how you'd see a shoreline. And actually, pipes or tubes, they kind of look like, you know what? I think you all got it. They kind of look like that because we're really looking for shapes and colors and other associations. I think you all got it, really. Except for Micah, but he just got here. He hasn't relaxed into it yet. I don't know, he might not still be in here. So, hey, how you doing, Drake? We're doing remote viewing. We're practicing our remote viewing. And we're giving out cards for good answers, just as a little side reward. It's not really a competition. Here we go. Okay. Peace and love. You got to go to work. Why do you got to go to work? Thanks for coming in, Drake and Lewis. Lewis, you have not been trying the remote viewing. Why not, Doug? I didn't see it at all. I want a card, though. Okay. That was even six. Okay, so first, Gemini got it the rightest of anybody, and she got it right in advance. It's really weird. I've done that before at Max, too. At Max Vision. Ah, you see why I took the picture. Yeah. Well, it's a very interesting group of trees, and strangely enough, this is right outside my home. But it does look like a lot of things. It really does. It looks like it could be a lot of things going on behind there. And I liked that. Okay, so first is Gemini. Gemini's card is, I want this to be fun. Swan, Grace, you who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. There you go. Yours is the swan. And the next one. Who was the other one? I keep forgetting. I don't know why it goes right out of my mind. Things can go right out of my mind somewhere. Just back. Ah, yes, B. Freeman. B. Freeman, yours is the sea turtle protection. Master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Cool. And Circle K, the honorable mention, gets Sea Otter happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations, enjoy every day. Let go of worry and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. So be playful already. Hey, you guys out there, be playful. All right? I want to see some playfulness out there. All right. Okay. Oh, now you're back. Okay, so now you're back from outer space. Yes. Well, that was fun. Let's see. We got one more, and then a destination. Okay, I have enough power left for that. Okay, enough energy left in the phone, I think, for that. Okay, so this would be A6. A6. Ah, otters just wanna have fun. Otters just wanna have, that's all they really want. It's some fun. I'm sorry, Cindy Lauper, I just had to do it. Otters just wanna have fun. Yep. Yeah, I don't wanna work. I just wanna bang on the drum all day. I'm gonna get a new shaman drum, by the way, and when it comes in, I will definitely show it to you guys and bang on it a bit. So, A6. What am I bid for A6? And by the way, if you want any of these pictures that I show, they're all for sale. And they're all for sale relatively cheaply. I mean, you can have them for $1 a piece. And you can pay for them on PayPal. Let me put my PayPal banner up here. So if you like any of these, did it come up? No, it's the ticker. Oh, here's the banner. This is easier. And Cowboy the Manx was our special guest tonight. And he does get paid extra for his stretching and exercise demonstration. So, just so you know. Okay. Little freshwater otter. She didn't like it. Ah, A6. It's the last one. It's the last photo before our destination. Do I hear any responses to A6? I was kind of hoping John would come in tonight, but no, he didn't. Oh well. Cowboy. Here he is again, my little water drop. That's what he always kind of reminds me of. He reminds me of a little water drop. That's what cats in general, when they sit, remind me of, is a water drop. They're so fluid. My buddy, he sits here like this quite a lot when I'm here. He'll just sit there for like an hour. You want me to scratch your butt? Serious? Want me to scratch your head now? Well, that's better. A little bit better. Okay. A6. Yeah, A. Cowboy says A. A? A cowboy? You're just a glutton for petting. He is. Don't drink that. That isn't good for you. That's oolong tea. You don't need to be any more handsome. You don't need any bikini. You don't need it. Besides, it's got mold in it. I don't know where. I don't know who left it, but somebody left it out here. It's either me or Jason, probably. Left oolong long enough to. Should have left it ooh short. Ooh, short. A6. A6 is the image. A6, 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 A6. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Oh, he's still loving up my leg. Still rubbing against my leg, wanting some love, huh? Okay, you can have love. Mom has lots of love. Mom has a whole lot of love. You can have love. You can have more love. Mom has plenty. I love the way he purrs so loud. Hey, couple of things facing opposite directions, or you've lost your mind, or both, says Sir. Or both, says I. And in the meantime, while you're trying to view that, I'm going to distract you with a cute kitty, getting his head scratched. Dark clouds and a blue sky, says Gemini. B. Freeman is still stuck on A. B is still stuck on A. Ooh. Circle K wonders if she lost her mind. Lost me mind. I ain't gonna show you, but I'm gonna look. Oh, I see. Wow, this is a kind of a weird one. It's a photograph. Okay. Some of these I kind of get. Uh, Something in clouds. Okay, that's kind of an interesting take there. I can kind of see that. And once again, trying not to lead you, but it's hard. And now he's happy. He wants to be like right beside me most of the time when he's not, doing his world-class lounging practice. Lounging is hard work. I mean, he works at it very hard all day. It's not easy to be a really good lounger. But you're good with the pyramids, at least. Oh, that's right, Circle K. Pyramids. Yeah, I totally agree. The pyramids were never tombs. It just makes no sense whatsoever. None, none, none. I mean, come on. Yeah, they bugged me for a long time too. I'm like, they don't look like tombs. No. Mm-mm. Everything was found somewhere else, even King Tut's. Yeah. That's bullshit. Okay. Maybe angels. Is that your guess, Lewis Talk? Okay, remote viewing target is A6. Designated at A6A. And you have 29 seconds. And then I'm going to show you. So get your last responses in. Yeah, well, to me that never made sense anyway. Just have them as a tune. Something that big and that precise would have to do something if you were going to build. It would almost have to do something. To just have them sit around being tombs doesn't make any kind of sense. Yeah, it never did make sense. A lot of things they said never did make sense, though. Seriously. It's like, honestly, most of the stuff never made any sense. Yeah, they still claim they built them for a guy that was going to die, and it was so important to them that they had to build big tombs, great big things with corridors that you can't really climb, and full of slabs of stone that you could never fit down those narrow corridors and those narrow spaces. But somehow they fit them there. Primitive people without even the stuff that we have today. We can't do any of it today. We can't do it today. We had to actually, in order to get one of the stones from the pyramids, one of those huge megalithic stones, over to the US, a museum had to break it into many chunks in order to even ship it, which was a travesty, actually. Devastating a megalithic block by chopping it into many. I mean, it was a bunch of little blocks they had to chop it up in to be able to move it. So we cannot move these freaking blocks. And you're telling me that very primitive people move these blocks. You're full of shit. I'm sorry. Yeah. And you can quote me on that. No bodies at all were ever found in any one of the 100 pyramids, and that's from Graham Hancock. Graham Hancock has been studying this for a long time. He says in all the 100 pyramids, not one had a body in it. So how the heck would it ever, would they ever be tombs? Does that even make any sense? Aliens built the pyramid. Well, yeah, basically people. Let's put it this way. I don't know if they're aliens. Maybe they were from here. But if they were from a much more highly evolved uh, society before us, because we remote viewed it and we saw platforms hovering in the sky and people who looked a lot like us, except some of them had orange eyes. And they were moving across the ground, but we couldn't see how. But they were just moving across. There wasn't any slaves pulling them things. Still think it might have been sound. It might have been sound, like David. Wait a minute, what was his name? Michael Tellinger. You want to see how the pyramids were probably made? If you want to know, look up Michael Tellinger, because he is from South Africa, and I think he's got the best take on it. They were built the same way that the Coral Castle was built. So, what are you crinkling the way you love? Yeah, I don't know why. Cats love to crinkle plastic. They love the way plastic crinkles. So if you hear crinkling plastic, it's my cat. Okay, portals and energy centers, and I think probably they did all kinds of things. There's a pyramid built near them, built 150 years ago, that turned to shit. Just basically fell apart. No, it was Michael Tellinger. Yeah, let's make a million giant blocks, have it take years to build, Let's make it really, really hard to get anything in or out of it. Yeah, let's make the walkways almost impossible. And then let's stuff a corpse in there. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And then let's face it all off with white casing stones that gleam in the sun. Yeah, A6. All 72 King Solomon demons he did. Thanks a lot, Crow. I call him Crawley. There's a saying about Crawley. Those who remember me as holy will call me Crowley. Those who remember me foully will call me Crowley. But I remember him as being creepy, so I call him Crawley. So, and somebody is laughing somewhere. A6. And it doesn't have, as far as I know, anything to do with the Great Pyramid or the King's Chamber or the Queen's Chamber or Egypt at all. No, it's not A5, it's A6. A6. We're all having Canadian jokes. You know, we're all really doing this at Canadian expense. A. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada, you gave us so much. Yeah, if I don't see some answers soon, I'm just going to turn it over and show you anyway. And nobody's going to get any more animal card. Nobody's going to get it. A6. Okay, B. Freeman. Okay, all we got was, okay, clouds in the sky. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. I'm done. But I'll tell you, I can see why you got clouds in the sky. It is a photograph of, it does kind of look like that. I can kind of see that at some angles. It does kind of look. It is a stone. It is a piece of ruby zwassite. Ruby and zwassite. And it is a crescent moon shape. So things facing the opposite way is kind of right. Cloudy sky. Yeah, I can kind of see clouds. Kind of looks like clouds. The colors are kind of, it's green, it's not blue, but I can kind of see that. So, okay, once again, it was Gemini, Circle K, Gemini, and B. Freeman. Okay. The last is going to be the destination. So Gemini gets another card. Circle K and B. Freeman. Gemini card is B. Community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. A, B. There's your card. B. Freeman. Your card is Humpback Whale. Naughty, naughty. Oh, no, wait a minute. Humpback Whale. Singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. There you go. Humpback Whale. Be back with. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I know. I know you did. And circle cake. Okay. He's Ladybug. Good luck. You are a bright energy. Let go of worry. Be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful person. You bless the world with color and good luck. There you go. And here's the animal cards for this round. And now, the big rumble. Who is going to guess the destination? Get ready. Bum 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 bum. Okay, have your goodies. Take a break. Have your goodies. You worked really hard. Give yourself some kind of reward, and we'll have the divination about the destination next. Okay. So, Nutter Butter Cookie, I don't want to know what you're eating. I'm fasting. I know. I'm supposed to be much better at this by now. I should be better at this by now, but honestly, it does take a lot of perseverance. I got a couple cool things coming. Hopefully my drum will be really cool. I want to show that to you guys. We'll have some music up in here. I want to get some music up in here again. And then don't forget, tomorrow will be Paul Christian bringing in some of his knowledge about stuff and a little revelation he had. And tomorrow we're going to talk about mass formation and what that is and some other stuff. And of course, we'll have some remote viewing practice, and we won't, you know what? I think I'm going to cut it down to just 2 or 3 cards. Honestly, I think this was too many cards. Yeah, you can take a bath in yogurt if you got that much yogurt. Riding the whale through the cosmos. Whoa, what have you guys been smoking? You didn't pass that over here. Wow. And it must fly. It must be a white whale, and it must fly. Okay. Well, that would be quite a ride, wouldn't it? Yeah. Where do we go from here? After it's all said and done, life is so strange when you don't know your destination. Destination unknown. Do, 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 do. Destination unknown. Okay, everybody had a rest. Are you ready for the destination? If you are, please type yes. Ready for a destination. Okay. Okay. I got one yes. Okay. I got a destination. I got a destination for you. And we are labeling it Last one was A6, so this will be A7. And it is a destination. I will give you one hint, and one only. It is in the United States. KB Freeman is. And since I don't have a picture for it, I will just turn the camera around now. And you'll have to look at me. Sorry about your luck. Okay, pillow go. There it is. Put it on my camera dolly here. Laughingly. I laughingly call the camera dolly. And it's going sideways. Here you go. We'll straighten it out. Okay, so my adorable loves. And the target is in the USA. And it is A7. Because we just did A6. A7. We did A6. I realized that. I'm getting confused myself. Now it's A7. It has to be A7. I'm so confuzzled. I agree. I confused you. It's all my fault. I really, let's see. Fires, portal, Iowa, 7. Ooh, the many things. A7. A7. Go ahead and take 3 looks. This is the way John always does it. Go ahead and take 3 looks. A7. Write it down if it helps. Or, as I usually do, I write it in the air. And maybe I will go with you. Okay. Okay, I seem to be there. Fires West, fireplace, Grand Tetons, Maltese Cross, Yellowstone, Sandbar. Okay, I'm going to give you a little longer because this is the destination. And I will add something which might make it more interesting. Yes, not just the destination. Okay, you guys ready for this? I'm adding something to it. I'm adding part of a question. Okay. I added the question. Maltese Cross Waterfall, Hawaii. It is a specific place. And some of these things I could kind of see. Oh, it's lagging. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can't do much about it. Okay. So anyway, it is a location, and I added a question that goes with that, as John frequently does. He is lagging, he says. And Circle K says, I just keep seeing something rising or falling or clinging. I don't get it. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Go in more than once. And sights, sounds, colors, smells, word association, all valid. Yeah, some people get tastes. We have so many more senses than we've been told. The five and six are just the beginning. Six actually comprises a whole bunch more, including clair tasting, clair smelling, which is clair aliens, by the way. Not aliens, clair aliens. But there's a couple words for smell. And so you can pick up on all kinds of things. The sun is in control. The beaches, was it a sunny beaches? Those sunny beaches. Solid as a rock. Interesting. Solid as a rock. Okay, I'm going to give you another minute or so. Get your final responses in. Take your final last look at this place. I do. Thank you. Without moving my lips. I think my eyebrows say a lot. Eyebrows talk a lot. I do have the brow thing going on, definitely. Somebody gives me a like, what? And I'm like, I definitely have the brow thing. Like, yeah. Oh, oh, is that what you mean? Ah, getting some kind of rock formation. Then I guessed at the Grand Tetons. Okay. Some kind of rock formation. I'm a ventriloquist. I've got nice rosy. I do. No, that's cowboy. Do I have rosy cheeks? I do not have. I don't have any blush on. That's just my rosacea, lovely. Way in the desert, you can remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. Okay, I'm about to cut it off. And a one. Okay, and after this, I'm going to say my I love yous and see you next time. So don't forget, Paul's going to be on tomorrow night at 8:30. Paul is going to be on tomorrow night at 8:30. He's going to be a regular feature. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to cut this back to just like a couple of pictures at a time. Oh, well, thank you. My rosy cheeks look good. Okay. Southwest. Okay, I'm going to tell you the location, destination was the Serpent Mound right here in Ohio. And the question I added to it, just for added interest, was who built them. So I don't believe that that's what they're telling us about them is true either. We got Indian mounds all over around here. We even have one maybe 15 minutes from here. I've been to it. A lot of people don't even know it exists. They live right near it, like 5 minutes away, and don't know that they're living right next to an Indian mound. And they never go see it or anything. It's really weird. It's over in Towner's Woods, right over in Towner's Woods, where I also saw, I just realized, that is where I also saw the Sasquatch structures. A lot of Sasquatch structures over there in Towner's Woods near the mound. Wow. I bet you there's dogmen there too. Wow. Wow. Well, thank you. They like my rosy cheeks. I don't have to invest in any blush. Right? I have a natural. Yes. The Serpent Mounds, beautiful rolling green land, lots of trees, some rocks. So some of you were seeing rocks, some of you were seeing different stuff. You were seeing something, somebody was seeing something. What was the weird one that I thought? Some kind of rock formation. Sun is in control, solid as a rock. They're not going anywhere. Something rising or falling or clinging, and I don't get it. The Serpent Mound undulates. Maltese cross, a sandbar. Kind of looks like it. It kind of look like that. I can kind of see that. Grand Tetons, I'm not sure how that would fit. A fireplace, west, fires. A portal, I would say definitely. 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 Mount Rushmore, I would think not. I do not what. I have no idea. White whales have nothing to do with this. Sweet child o' mine. Ah, okay. So, taking a bath in yogurt we got. Okay, I think I've gone back far enough. So, the closest ones, in my opinion, James Oritz. I'm quite sure there is a portal there. I'm quite sure. Um, and he said a sandbar. I can kind of see where it might look like that. Um, but Circle K, with I keep seeing something rising or falling or clinging, and solid as a rock. So here we go. James Oritz, Circle K, and let's see. Um, I'm sure there are many rocks around here, around there. Okay, and the sun is in control, and that's kind of interesting too, because there are synchronicities with the sun. Ah, say so much, turn them off, turn on those sad songs. Okay, so I would say James Oritz gets the prize. The next one is Circle K. And Gemini Moon also got rock formation. It's not really a rock formation, however. Okay. So James Orris definitely gets a card. With Portal, Circle K gets one. So your card, James Orris, this round is Giraffe, a visionary. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. There it is. Card. And the next one is Bear. Circle K, the Guardian, Black Bear. Gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide. Okay, the animals have spoken. I am now running out of power on this phone. My phone is running out of power. I'm very powerful myself. Whoa. Uh, uh, past life as a Native American Indian. Third eyes are magical. There's something inside the Serpent Mound, yeah. Yes, as far as we know, there is. And they could probably find out what it was just by ultrasounding it, but they are not doing that because I will tell you what it probably is. Giants. That's what was in our mound here. Okay, and my phone is telling me it's time to charge your phone. So, yeah, giants were inside our mounds, and I know that from an insider. Okay, and we will talk to you next time here on the Ocean's Deep Blue show. And Paul will be our guest next time, talking about mass formation and other things that are relevant to our lives these days. And, okay, truth is where you find it. Hope you find some here. And love and light, exactly, okay. And see you tomorrow night. That's right, Denali. And never forget, you are divine. You are creators, so dream well. See you later.